Hi, I'm Becky VanValin, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker at Eden Counseling and Consulting. And as you can see, I'm not in my normal office. For those of you who know me, I'm working at home in a makeshift office and doing telehealth. And I'm sure many of you are working at home as well and working in an office that you've created, and perhaps you have your kids at home too and are trying to work on helping educate them, and maybe your spouse is at home. So we know there are a lot of stressors at home right now. A lot of good things are coming from our time at home, but also there's stress and there are worries and there are concerns that everyone is feeling. We have not only the greater COVID-19 pandemic, but there is a certain fear pandemic that is going on as well. And so I wanted to share with you 2 points from 6 that I will be sharing throughout the week from a study done by the National Institute of Mental Health. And their study gave us very valuable information on how to move through very significant stressors and come out of them on the other side healthy and still able to manage life. And the stressors that they studied people from were things like the tsunami and also perhaps the death of a child. And so I want to share 2 of those things today. And the first one is that they found people who navigated through very stressful things well stayed focused on today. They didn't try to go ahead months and months in the future and wonder what things were going to be like. For instance, if they had a child that was very ill and dying, they just stayed focused on what they needed to do today. Today, their child needed to be fed, they needed to be bathed, they perhaps needed to make a phone call to make an appointment with the doctor. They couldn't go to the appointment today. All they could do was make the phone call. Similarly, we need to focus on what we can do today. Today, with the pandemic, we can stay home and work from home. We need to be exercising. We need to be drinking lots of water. We need to be doing something fun and enjoyable with our spouse or with our kids or our family today. We need to be getting tasks done, making meals, perhaps enjoying cooking. There are specific things that we can do today rather than letting our mind go ahead. Where am I going to be in 3 months? What is this going to be like? But rather just keep bringing it back to today and focusing on what we can do today. The second thing from the study was that every person that managed stress well believed that there was a God or a higher power who was ultimately more intelligent, who was more powerful, and who was in control. And of course, as Christians, this greatly resonates with us, our belief that there is a God who loves us, and a God who is in control. And we must wrestle during this time with the reality that we are not in control, that we cannot fix this. We cannot control what is happening around us. And so there's a struggle internally that we have. And so being able to lay what's going on at God's feet and asking for his help and asking for his direction and his power and his intervention is very helpful in times of great stress. The second thing that is tied to belief that there is a God who is there and who is helping us is that they believed that whatever happened to them, whatever difficulty they had, that they could grow from it, that their character could develop, that they could grow more compassionate, that they could learn something new, that they could perhaps learn how to better help others, and that God would help teach them through this. And so there wasn't the feeling or thought that things just happen for no reason, and but rather that there was something that could come from this that was good. And so I'd like for you to be thinking about those things today and surely be sharing with us. We'd love to hear your comments on how you feel you've grown in difficult times in the past, or even growing during this time of great stress, and things that you are doing to stay focused on today and what you can do today. We hope that you stay safe. We hope that you stay well, and I will be sharing some of the other tips from the National Institute of Mental Health study in the next few days.